Well, let me tell you, the first thing I learned financially out of college was to buy term and invest the difference when it comes to life insurance. What are your thoughts on that?
So I'm not an insurance guy. I've never owned a life insurance, other than occasionally I've worked for companies that provided it, and obviously I took what they provided. Everything I've ever heard suggests that term is the way to go, because when you buy term insurance, you are just buying insurance for a given period of time for a given amount of money, so that if something bad, assuming that you're taking the insurance on yourself, that if something bad happens to you, if you die, there will be money to help support your family. Other kinds of life insurance, and again, I'm not an expert in them, combine aspects of being an investment with providing insurance protection for loss of life. And they tend to be very high fee, and they tend to be lower performance. So I think you're making the right decision to split the two. Your investments are investments, insurance is insurance, and that means term is the way to go. The other thing I'll say is the only people who should carry term insurance are people who are earning an income that their family is dependent on. So if you're single, there's no reason to carry life insurance. Nobody's depending on you. If you are married without children and your wife is working or your husband's working, there's no reason to carry insurance unless you've created a lifestyle that requires both incomes, which I would suggest is a mistake, at least in my world. If you're married and you have children, whether you're both working or only one person's working, now it's a different story. Because if one of those incomes goes away, you now have a single parent with only one income and also the burden of taking care of those children by his or herself. So in those cases, I would look at insurance. But the more financially strong you become, the closer to financial independence you become, the less you need insurance, because the more you have that powerful investment portfolio backing you up. And the whole idea of having an investment portfolio is to ultimately replace your need to trade your labor for income. And now your investments are creating the income you need to live on. And every dollar you save and invest makes you that much stronger. So it's not an on-off switch, right? The moment you start, you get a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger, until finally you're there 100%. And the further along that path you are, the less awful it would be to suddenly lose your income. And so the less you need life insurance.